Good morning, everyone. I know you all are getting bored at home, but this is the time to utilize your time. So let's go with me and utilize your time and learning something new. Because have you heard that don't waste your time, otherwise your time will waste you one day. As you know that this video will going to be linked with the last video. In the last video, I dropped a question for you. It was about the parts of English. I know you found out the answer of that. There are many types of English, but American English and British English is mostly used. So let's go and watch this presentation and find the difference briefly between the British English and American English. I hope it's helpful for you.
As I told you before that today we are going to discuss the differences between the American English and British English. While there are certainly many more varieties of English, but American English and British English are the two varieties that are mostly used. Generally, it is agreed that no one version is corrected, but there are certainly preferences in use. The three major differences between American and British English are vocabulary, spelling, and grammar. Vocabulary is about the differences in nouns and verbs, especially phrasal verbs and names of specific tools or items. So let's go with the first one, that's vocabulary. Let me throw some example in front of you to explain that. So the first example is about garbage or trash. In American English, it's used as garbage or trash. However, in the British English, it is used as rubbish. For example, you can say, this game was rubbish. Let's have a glance look on another example. That is about vacations or holidays. The people of US go on vacation while the people of UK go on holidays. The third example is about the apartment or the flat. In the American English or by the people of US, it is used as apartment. However, by the United Kingdom citizen or near about the areas or in the British English, it's used as flat. I am living in the flat. But be careful because apartment has a somewhat different meaning in the UK. The fourth example is about the resume or CV. In the American English, it's used resume. However, in the British English or by the United Kingdom, it's used as CV. So be careful about your area while you are preparing your resume because it's important to you. Another example is about the theater. If you are getting bored and thinking about to watch a movie, then you cannot go to the theater, right? But let's have a look at what is called movie theater in the American English. It's called movie theater in American English, but in the British English, it's called cinema. So what do you think what's the movie called in British English? It's called film in the British English, but movie in the American English. This thing is about the ladies or about the girls. This is purse and purse is called in American English, but in the British it's called handbag. Let's go to the another example. This example is about the grammatical mistakes. These are not grammatically mistakes, but these are the grammatical differences between American and British English. There are few differences between American and British English. However, generally speaking, we follow the same grammar rules. These are a few differences. The first one is go, got, got. Do you think is it right? Or the got, get, gotten is right? The both are acceptable, but In the American English, it is called get, got, while we have to use a third form of get. But while in UK or in the British English, you can use got, get, gotten. Same as with the learn and the dive. The third form of learn is learned and third form of dive is dove. In the USA, the past tense of dive is usually dove. However, in UK, it's more commonly called dived. This example is about the models. The models are like if someone lost something and they are asking you for the help. For example, I lost my key. Can you help me look for it? This can be said if you are in USA, or if you are in UK, then you have to use I have lost my key. Can you help me look for it? No, you are not supposed to look for it. But these are the examples for you. In British English, the present perfect is used to express an action that has occurred in the recent past that has an effect on the present moment. So, if something happens with you in the past and that's having effect on you in the present, so you can use British English as I have lost this, or make it clarify by another example. This is about has not or doesn't have. In American English, it's used as he hasn't got any friends. However, in the British English or by the people of UK, it's used as he doesn't have any friend. While both the forms are correct and acceptable, have you got, he hasn't got, etc. is generally the performed form in British English, while the most speaker of America use it as do not have. Let's go to the another and the third one difference, that is spelling. Spellings make a huge difference. So let's have a look at the first one. The first example is about the words those who are N and OR or with the OUR. The example of color. I know you all know it. That is COLOUR, color in American English, but COLOR in the British English. Can you guess the right one for the human? Yes, that's HUMOUR in the American English or by the people of US. However, it's HUMOR in British English, same as with the flavor. This example is about the words those ends with the IZE or IZE in American English or ISE in British. For example, recognize. Recognize is word ending with ISE. It is used in American English, and recognize with IZE, it's used in the British English. Same example, the patronize. I know you can guess that ISE in the American English, however, IZE in the British one. So these rules apply to other words ending with ISE or IZE too. For example, professionalize, communalize, or internationalize, etc. This example is about the words. Those are like analog or catalog. Analog. Analog is ANALOGE in the American English or used by the US citizens or near about the areas. However, it's used ANALOGUE in the British English. And did you find something? The example of the spelling of the program. Sometimes when we write the example of or the spelling of program, we found out that we are wrong. This is because of the differences of area. While you will be in the UK, then you can use it as PROGRAMME, program. But Be careful when you are in US. This example is about the defense. Can you guess the spelling of defense in another way? The defense is D-E-F-E-N-S-E in American English. However, D-E-F-E-N-C-E in the British English. This example is catalog. As I said you before, the example of catalog is C-A-T-A-L-O-G. This is used in the American English, but C-A-T-A-L-O-G-U-E, it is used in the American English. And this is similar in case of some other words such as specialty, tire. Those needs to be as specialty without I after L and tire with I rather than Y. It is time for the another question. I have some interesting for you in the next video, and it's supposed to be about the IELTS because I know that you all are concerned about the IELTS. So in the next video we will discuss about what is IELTS. But you have to give me answer in the comment box.